Welcome back to another episode of Kotlin Bootcamp for Programmers. In this episode, I'm going to teach you about the Kotlin Map. What is map? Map is a collection of key value pairs where each key is a unique and is used to retrieve the corresponding value or to store the corresponding value. For creating maps in Kotlin, there are two functions that we can create. One is mapOf, another is mutableMapOf. Let's see the first one, what is mapOf. For example, I want to create a map of my channel. Now let's create val. I want to make it as m in codar. Now I want to store two value pair, key value pair. First one, I have to specify the mapOf function. And after mapOf function, the first parameters it takes, it will be the key, or I can make it like key, and the second one is value. Now the key data type and the value data type. So the key data type can be any data type we can specify. For example, a string we can specify, or we can specify integer, we can specify double, anything we want, or it can specify any data type. It can take any parameters we can pass. For example, any data type. So by default it is any. We don't need to change this. Now why this is any? So once we specify the value or the key for them, for example, let's name it as a name for channel 2, and after this is the key that you can specify, and after the key it is like the pair. It stores the pair of values, key and then values. We can specify the value like dot in codar. This is the channel name. Now I can store the channel name, or here the channel, it is the key, and the channel name here, or I can specify some again. After, if you want to store the next parameter, you have to put a comma and then the next parameter. For example, for support, what you have to do for support, you have to obviously hit that like button, and comment if you have any questions, comment below. I can answer it, or you can share this post to your friends. And this is your support for me. And here I can specify now this is the key, this is the value, and it takes any parameters we can specify. And now if I change this to string, it has no error. But if I change this to, for example, integer, definitely it will take error, because the first thing, it needs a key. This key is right now here I specify the string, but here I mentioned the data type as integer, so it will get an error. If I remove this one and put it integer, so the error will gone. But here again I should do the same thing, but I don't want to do this. I want to have a string data type here for our mapOf like this. Now I can specify many things here. I can specify the new key value pairs. For example, I want if new to subscribe, do punch that subscribe button. And if you are new to do subscribe, hurry up while you are waiting. And now this is the map. Right now I cannot change any value, or I cannot remove any value from the mn codar map. For example, now if I access the mn codar, like if I want to, for example, remove something, I don't have remove, I want to clear, I want to delete something, or I want to clear the map, I don't have clear, I don't have that clear function here, as you see. Now if I want to put something or add something, I don't have that function. I mean, so I cannot remove, or I cannot change anything, because this is the immutable map. This mapOf will create an immutable map that we cannot change any values. the same thing but if you want to change, if you want to be a mutable list or mutable map, you have to specify this map of to mutable map. Same thing, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. That I want to change this mutable. I want to change this like encoder mutable, and here I want to change this mapOf to mutable mapOf. We have mutable list, we have mutable map, we have mutable set, and I want to use the mutable mapOf. String these are like I don't need these brackets here. And now instead of this mapOf, I just mention mutable mapOf. If you specify the mutable map, and now you can change the value of this mutable. Now if I want to change something, I want to get the first value. Let's see, encoder mutable dot get. If I use the get, or I can get the first one, channel. I have to specify the channel. And now if I print the first one, Control X, I want to print ln the first one. Now if you see how you can get the elements from the list, you can get using the get method, or you can specify that as you see here it is the encoder, or you can get the elements by the help of name of that encoder dot. I want to get the channel, or I want to get this channel. Without that dot, you can specify this square brackets, and you have to mention the channel itself, channel name, channel, or the key name, the key. You can specify the key, and then you can get, for example, the channel is encoder. This time it will get this encoder. Now as you see here, this is the mutable list. Now I can change the values from that. For example, in the mutable encoder mutable, this is the channel, and now as you see here it is the encoder, same thing encoder here. But in the mutable map, I want to change this encoder to encoder mutable. How I can do that? Now if I do encoder mutable dot like put, if I put something like the channel, first one you have to specify the key. So the key is here, the channel name, the channel, and the value is here mutable. Keep remember that in the map the key are the unique. You cannot have two channel key here. You cannot not add. If this put actually add a value to the end of this value, but as it exists, this channel as it exists, it will perform for us like an update, that if channel exists, so it will change this encoder for us. If this for example, if I use channel 1, it will add a new pair for our mutable list. Now I want to update this one channel to like after channel name, I want to keep a comma, not a 2. Keep remember, not a 2. I want to just type a comma, and after comma I can specify the value. As you see, the key and the value, and the value will be like m dot n dot n and coder mutable. Now if I print now the list, let's see what we can have. Println encoder mutable. Now you will get this this encoder mutable for that. If I run the program right now, you will see that this channel is, look, this channel is encoder mutable. As you see, I can change something, or I can remove a value from that. For example, I want to remove this channel here. So let's see how I can remove that. I am encoder, the name of our map, and then I have to specify the remove. So the remove, and we can type the key. The key is like I want to remove the channel. So I want to remove the channel, the key. For if we have one channel with different values, so we can remove that also. Now the channel, and it will remove this m encoder. Let's see. Now if I run the program right now, so as you see, right now I remove the channel here. Now you will not see the channel name here again. And this is the way of creating a mutable and mutable or immutable map in Kotlin. So there are more ways to create a list, or to create a map in Kotlin with the help of Java map functions. There are like three. So one of them is sorted map. I can use, for example, let's create a sorted map. Val, I can name it as a John, and let's make it equal and sorted mapOf. So the names will be like to John, and the second one, the age, will be like make it 24. The age is 24. Or this is the sorted map. This sorted map is mutable. We can change the value, we can add the value, we can do any specified or any changes in our sorted list, sorted map. John dot, like I can get the first key, I can iterate, I can remove, or I can put a new value. For example, I can put about to, like, the second one is programmer. Like I can add a new value about programmer, or I can use hash map. We have hash map in Kotlin, in Java, and in the Kotlin we can access those Java code directly, so we can create a map using the hash map. I want to create the same thing like John right now, like hash map equal hash map of the same thing I want to create here, and the name will be John to John, and the age will be 23 or 24, same thing. Now this is the hash map. Hash map is also a mutable map. We can change the values, we can add the values, we can remove the values. For example, hash map dot remove, or hash map dot put, or we can have hash map dot clear. We can have these parameters. And now the next thing that we can create a map is a linked map. So linked map, val linked map equal, now linked mapOf, same thing. I can specify the data type, anything we want. For example, first one is a string, the second one is any. Now same thing, I want to create the name will be to m encoder, and like the age will be 20 years, something like this. So these are the ways that we can create map using map or mutable mapOf, or sorted mapOf, hash mapOf, linked mapOf, and this first one is itself the Kotlin functions, and these three are the Java function that we can create map. And this is it for this video, and in the next video I will show you the examples about how we can operate these maps, or how we can use these maps. See you soon on the next video.